Hello, everybody. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about something that I hope is useful for you all. Um, I'm so excited to start using it. Basically, I wanted a way to quickly mute certain keywords I find in Twitter. And, sometimes you just can't hear about Web3 anymore, or, whatever comes to mind. There's a lot going on in the newsfeed these days. So, of course, you can I mute keywords by going to a specific URL in Twitter, typing in those keywords and saving it. But this is 2022 and we shouldn't have to, go remember those keywords, go find that URL, type it or whatever. So of course, I'm going to show you how to do it with PixieBrix in just a couple clicks. So the way it works, I definitely don't want to hear about student loans. So let's highlight student loans, right click that, go to mute, and it'll automatically bring up a tab with my keyword in there, ready for me to hit save, and I will not hear about it again, which is awesome. Great. And then I can go right back to what I was doing over here. So this is great. Hopefully you'll find something like this useful. Here's how you set it up. Head over to Inspect, go to PixieBrix. If you have not already enabled PixieBrix, you'll see something here that's like grant PixieBrix permission with Twitter, and go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you'll just need to click Add, Context Menu, and that's exactly what this thing is right here. This is called the Context Menu. So you can see I've got one already over here. Just droop over here. So let me bring this a little larger so you can see everything here. So just add a context menu, call the extension whatever you want. Whatever you put here in title, I just put mute, but that's what's going to actually show up when you hover over here and see how it says mute. Whatever I put there, that's what that will be. For context, you can just leave this to all, and it will probably default to twitter.com. I'd recommend keeping that. If you want to build it on other sites, you might need to customize some of these other pieces, but feel free to use this same sort of blueprint. So the next piece you want is you're going to want to add another brick. Just go over here to click over here to add a brick, and that's where you want to search for the open a tab one. And what this brick does is exactly what it sounds like. It opens a new tab. And so you specify the URL that you want it to open. I went ahead and grabbed this because Twitter has a static URL that you can always go to that and you'll see what it looks like. It's very similar to that page we were just on, where it takes you right to the form to inject a specific phrase, word, whatever you want here that you want to mute. So you go inject that URL there. And next, we want to add another brick called the wait for a DOM element brick. And what this one does is this is saying, hey, go to that page, and once it's loaded, go wait for this specific item to load. And what we're waiting for is this input right here. We want to wait for it to load because we're going to take the highlighted text and spit it into that. But obviously, we can't spit that into it if it doesn't exist yet. So we've got to wait for this to load. So the way we do that is by adding that wait for a DOM element brick. And then once that's there, we can actually load it or inject our text into it. And I had a little bit of trouble with selecting the class, but thanks to my lovely friends at PixieBrix, they helped me figure it out. And now I'm sharing the secret sauce with you. This is what you'll want to use. So you can just copy and paste this, and I've got it in the tutorial docs that are going with this, but you can just copy and paste that and put that right here in selector. That way you'll make sure you grab the right thing. And I went ahead and specified 0 for the max wait millis, just so it would wait for it and, not actually time out. So I found that really helpful. And then the last thing that's important to note about this brick is you want to go to your advanced options section. And for target, make sure target tab target is selected. I think it defaults to like current tab, but you want it to be target tab. And what that's saying is, hey, look for this thing in that tab we just opened, not on the tab that we started this off on. And then you want to add one last brick. You want to add the set input value. And pretty much all we're doing here is saying, hey, remember that element we just waited for you to load? Now I want you to go put some text in it. So you can literally copy and paste the exact same selector name and just put it over here. So that exact same thing there. And then for the value section, you want to reference the text that was highlighted. And we do that by saying at input dot selection text, and then checking this over here, making sure it's set to variable. And in case you were wondering what else you can reference there, head back over here to context menu. And on this preview tab, you can see all the things that you can reference as a result of the context menu. If you can't see that, just go to a page and start to run your function, and then it will start pulling in. See, that's undefined because we didn't have any text there, but it'll start to generate specific pieces. You can see selection text was blank there. And so that's a really great way to be able to kind of debug and test and see what all you have access to. So one of those things is the selection text when it's highlighted. Let me just actually show you with my student loans today example. Mute. Head back over here. And you can see left out the S, but we've got student loans today. You can see that matches, and you can just copy that and paste that in over here. And then, yeah, from there, you're good to go. So you have all the functionality you need now, so that when you're scrolling around on Twitter and you're like, maybe I don't want to hear about, let's just say English. Pretend like that. PixieBrix, mute. And it's ready to go. I just need to hit save, and then I'll never hear that again. So I hope this is useful. If you have any other things you're like, man, I wish I could do this because it's kind of similar, post in the comments and let me know, and I will do my best to try and build it and see if we can make it happen. Thanks for watching.